Hey, what's going on YouTube? Dave back again. I've got another video for you. I got a lot of stuff in, a lot of stuff to cover. Welcome to my world. Let's get to it. So today, compliments of Amazon, I actually got in a package today, and it's the Neo for Iwata. I actually ended up picking this up. Yes, I do have a bunch of airbrushes already, but I have a bunch of big projects, especially that Falcon, which is going to get painted from top to bottom. If you've used an airbrush, you know, painting big projects, your hand can get really tired holding that, especially since I end up holding a pen like all day at work. So I end up getting a cramp right up in here. I end up picking this up. It is a trigger action with a handle for bigger projects in there. So what we're going to do, I'm going to flip you down to the table, show you what comes in the package, and kind of break it down. This is no full review. This isn't actually a review. This is more of just an overlook of what comes in the package, the quality, what you can expect when you receive it, and then I may do some messing around with it later this week, maybe next week. Try priming something, and we'll go over that. But we'll talk about that later. All right, so here we are back at the table again. Kind of had to do some shifting with the light. It's not going to be as bright as I wanted it to, but because of the clear film that's on here, there was way too much glare for you guys. Now is another version of this, and I believe it has the green handle, and it's a side feed. That is perfectly fine. It's kind of what you're comfortable with, but I prefer the top fill that is on this one. Now this one is the Neo TRN1. And these are made for Iwata. All right, and I'll let you guys read over this here real quick. Probably because it'll be much more coherent than me reading it to you. And again, what it says here is why I ended up getting it. Minimizes hand fatigue during extended use. Preferred working in small, medium-sized areas with small amounts of paint. I'll show you guys the breakdown on that. I really haven't pulled it out of the package yet. These are all the things that you can use it for. It comes with the 0.35 millimeter needle nozzle combination for finer detail. I believe you can swap that out for the different sizes if you choose to, but that should be a good one for general use. And it also includes an interchangeable 1/3 ounce cup, 10cc, 1/16 ounce, and then you can remove the cups if you want, if you're just deciding to do some spot. It does come with the Iwata 5-year warranty. All right, so here it is with the packaging off. A little less glare, a little more light. So here we have the smaller cup, we have the airbrush itself, and we have the wrench. Underneath in the box, you have a quick start guide. So we'll do this. So this is the smaller cup. It does have a seal on here. You get your wrench, and you get the airbrush itself. Now it does have a hard plastic handle on here. That should be fine. Now you have this section right up until about here. Feels like will be for air, and then from there back will be air and paint. Finish is pretty nice. There is a little blemish right here if you guys can see it. But as with most Iwata, one thing I do like about Iwata is always the finish. And I believe the Mr. Hobby airbrushes are made in the same factory. You do have a stop back here. And then of course you've got the needle chuck. I'm not going to break it down. Other people have done so. So if you want to look over their videos. On here branded Neo for Iwata TRN1. You have the wide spray. If you do want to pull that off to spray, you just want to be careful not to touch the tip, but you can do it for closer detail. You do get a cap on here for the big cup. You get the big bowl, which easily screws off. This makes it really convenient for cleaning as well. You can put on the smaller cup for smaller projects. And if you're just doing some spot stuff, you can actually remove both. And that cup in there is plenty big enough for, I don't know, 10 drops maybe. enough to do a project if you're wanting to do something small. Now this generally is the same as the Iwata Neo. The difference is it's got the trigger, it's got the handle on there. So I'm looking forward to giving this a try, let you guys know what I think. I'm going to put this all together and we'll go back up to up top. You know what? I'm really happy with the quality of it. Again, I do have to try it out and see how it ends up working out. I do have big hands, so as you can see, and I will probably end up holding it this way for more stability, but you can hold it this way. It will end up hitting on your finger. You can do it this way. It's more of whatever is comfortable and whatever works best for you. There is no right way. There is no real wrong way of holding and using an airbrush. It's all subjective to what is comfortable for you. I know others will say otherwise, but that's what I've found over the years. It is relatively light. It has heft, but it's light, if that makes sense. The handle doesn't add any weight to it, but it's going to be a lot more convenient than holding and doing pressing and doing back and forth for a long period of time. When I say long period of time, I'm talking 30, 40, 60 minutes at a shot, depending on how much that you're paying and how much you get into the project itself. Would I recommend it for a starter or even advanced? Yeah, definitely. For 125 bucks, you really can't go wrong on it. I like it. Again, we are going to give it a trial. It's probably going to be primer to go through it first, because that's usually when you're doing a project, that's a majority of what you end up doing. I do like the fact that it comes with the big cup. When I purchased it, I didn't pay attention that it came with both size cups, and I do like that fact a lot. That way I can swap it out. Maybe I want to swap colors fast and I got some gunk up on one cup. I can just pull off that cup, flush it through, throw on the smaller cup for something else. So yeah, I do like the fact that you can keep this. It is a nice foam material for storing it in, shipping. It's not a plastic box that you can just jam it into with some foam. It's the economy version of the Iwata brand is what the Neo is. While I was doing this video, I was trying to think of how to put that for you guys. So let's say econo version, but you still get the same quality, and I like that. I like that they ended up doing that. Somewhere I have a Mr. Hobby Plus, and it's basically the HPC Plus, I believe. Made in the same factory. The only difference is the laser engraving on it says Mr. Hobby instead of Iwata. And depending on which one, they're about the same price. Mr. Hobby's a little bit cheaper. Iwata's been known for their higher prices, but in some cases, you know, I'm happy with that. Airbrushes, if they're taken care of and cleaned after every use, general maintenance and everything, should last you pretty much a lifetime. The only thing you really have to replace is maybe a seal once in a while when they go bad. I know a friend of mine, he's had 2 revolutions, Badger revolutions, and seals have gone out on them within a couple months, and he doesn't use lacquers and stuff. He's only spraying acrylics. So I don't know. But yeah, stay tuned if you guys want to see more. I think I'm going to put up some videos. I got a bunch of the paragraphics parts in for the D'Agostini Millennium Falcon. I think I'll do some stuff on that. I have a bunch of videos coming up, guys, and I'm going to try and keep them steady. I'm sorry for putting them up so late. Some of you guys there overseas, it doesn't really matter to you because it's daytime to you when these get published. For my followers and subscribers here in the States, I apologize for doing them so late. That's just how my schedule ends up working. One of these days I may end up knocking out a bunch of videos in one day, and that way I can use YouTube scheduler and put those up in the middle of the afternoon for you guys. So thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys all in the next video. Hey, welcome to my world. Have a blast. Go live yours. Peace out.